Hark, noble seekers of the SCP Foundation. As thy Lorekeeper, I hereby decree the partial unsealing of archives once shrouded in utmost secrecy. Herein lies knowledge of SCP anomalies, revelations entrusted to your stewardship. In the spirit of our foundational maxim, secure, contain, protect, these disclosures are bequeathed to ensure our vigilant watch endures. Let us proceed with caution, as the lore of the concealed becomes your burden to bear. Beyond the veil of the mundane, hidden in the veiled reaches of the north, lies a mystery as old as it is forbidding. In this twilight hour, we venture into the remote wilderness of northern Canada, a place untouched by time, where an anomaly lies shrouded by the land itself, SCP-354, the Blood Pond. It is no mere body of water, but a chalice of the night, a crimson abyss whose very essence is akin to the lifeblood of unseen leviathans. This scarlet pool mocks the natural order, with edges that bleed into the earth, making it impossible to discern where the land ends and the liquid nightmare begins. Its depth, an enigma, defies the daring of explorers, beckoning with a silence that chills the soul. But beware, for this sanguine mirror is not simply a spectacle to behold. It is a breach, a silent maw from which horrors spawn. Monstrosities, each more grotesque and wicked than the last, spring forth as if vomited by the pool's endless hunger, their existence a blight upon our reality. The tale of SCP-354's discovery weaves into the fabric of local lore, a darkened yarn spun in the aftermath of a calamitous descent from the skies. The plane crash survivors who first witnessed the Blood Pond's horrors became the unwilling progenitors of a legend that would seep into the consciousness of the Foundation, that clandestine order which seeks to shield the world from the abyss. Their outpost, Watch Station Epsilon 38, was to be the bulwark against the abominations birthed by the pool. Yet, the earth bled through their defenses, and at an unremarkable hour on an unremarkable day, calamity arose as an unspeakable entity breached our reality. The resultant carnage severed the station from the Foundation, prompting a desperate and deadly response. The aftermath saw the transformation of containment into an art of war. Area 354 now stands as a fortress, a sentinel against the dread secrets the Blood Pond guards, with its ruddy depths. So, join me, if your spirit holds steadfast and your curiosity remains insatiable, as we dissect the haunting legacy of SCP-354, what lurks beneath its surface. What terrors await those who gaze too long into its bloody embrace? Let us descend into the heart of darkness together, for our macabre odyssey commences with the fading of the light. As our gaze turns deeper into the abyss that is SCP-354, so too must our understanding of the veil that separates us from the countless horrors that lurk within. This session, noble seekers, we traverse the precarious paths that the Foundation has etched into the very stone that houses the anomaly of the Blood Pond. In their quest to shackle the unfathomable, the architects of Area 354 constructed not merely a barrier against darkness, but a bulwark of human defiance, a concrete colossus encircling the sanguine waters, imposing and impenetrable. Here, at the threshold of the known and the inconceivable, the Foundation marshaled its forces, standing sentinel over a force that was never meant to breach the surface of our world. These guardians of normalcy established a regimented existence within the walls of Area 354, the heartbeat of which was dictated by the rigorous containment procedures that have become their sacred litany. The warriors, the expendable, and the learned all danced a delicate ballet to a tune which hummed with the peril of the unknown. No soul was permitted to caress the edges of the blood pond, its siren call masked by the veneer of deathly allure. This dictate, ordained by the shadowed council known as O5, was unyielding. Engagement with the anomaly was taboo, save for the most dire of circumstances, and only then under the weighty gaze of those who wield the true power. The wall, a monolith of despair to some, a rampart of hope to others, stood resolute, its essence shrouded in mystery as much as the entity it encased. Atop this fortress of solitude, mechanical watchers scanned the Stygian pool, their unblinking eyes an ever-present reminder of the vigilance that the containment of SCP-354 demanded. The armed sentinels, whose steps echoed along the catwalks, were the sharp edge of the Foundation's will, ready to bring down the wrath of mankind upon any abomination seeking egress from the bloodied waters. Within this citadel, the lines between sanctuary and prison blurred. The dwellers of Area 354 lived each day with the knowledge that they were both jailers and potential victims of the eldritch forces that bubbled beneath them. Each moment was a stroke of the clock towards understanding or towards oblivion. And so, it is here, on this precipice between order and madness, that the Foundation's mission is crystallized, to peer into the abyss without falling in, to touch the darkness without being consumed by it. For within SCP-354, the Blood Pond, lies not just the potential for destruction, but perhaps, hidden within its depths, the very keys to our understanding of the cosmos and our place within it. Noble seekers, gather once more as we delve into the depths of the SCP Foundation's hallowed and hidden archives. It is within the solemn pages of these ledgers that we find ourselves confronted with the chilling realities of SCP-354, the Blood Pond, an enigma bleeding into our world through the fabric of the unexplained. Our journey begins with SCP-354-1, the harbinger of the chaos that would follow. Described as a colossal bat-like abomination, it tore through the silence of Watch Station Epsilon 38 with its nightmarish wings. The aftermath was a scene of ruin, the station laid to waste, its personnel unaccounted for, their stories ending in hushed whispers among the pines. Next, the ledgers recount the emergence of SCP-354-2, an echidna-like monstrosity with spines hard as steel. Bullets ricocheted off its hide as though it were clad in armor forged by the very hands of dread itself. It was not until the sky rained napalm that silence returned, the creature's final moments illuminating the night with a fiery yet desperate triumph. We then turn the pages to the sinister SCP-354-3, a sphere of blackness that hung in the air, a silent orb except for the lethal radiation it cast upon those who stood in defiance. The valorous act of a single Foundation doctor, who faced this enigmatic executioner with naught but a sledgehammer, stands as a somber victory, a grim reminder of the sacrifice laid upon the altar of containment. In stark contrast to the prior beasts, SCP-354-4 was a reptilian titan, its height shadowing over the containment team at a staggering 4.6 meters. It breached the compound with terrifying ease, an abhorrent defiance against the barrage of gunfire. Only the intervention of Mobile Task Force Omega-7, codenamed Pandora's Box, managed to halt its rampage, a chilling testament to the Foundation's indomitable will. The ledgers then speak of a harrowing void. The records of entities, SCP-354-7 through SCP-354-13, lost to corruption, a darkness that swallows the information whole. This gap in knowledge stands as an ominous lacuna, the imagination left to wander through a corridor of possibilities too grim to articulate. With SCP-354-14, a tale of visceral horror unfolds. Tentacles belonging to an unseen Leviathan reached out from the Crimson Pool, pulling life and light into the abyss with relentless hunger. Bullets were met with the cold embrace of the pond until the beast withdrew, the silence after marking the passage of terror through the hearts of those who witnessed it. The narrative of SCP-354 continues with an elemental duel between SCP-354-15 and SCP-354-16. A feline figure sculpted from ice danced across the surface, its movements a chilling ballet. It was not alone. A creature of living magma challenged it, their conflict an inferno against frost, ending with the silence of cooled lava, a monument to their violent concerto now residing as a macabre piece within a researcher's quarters. Our current records culminate with SCP-354-18, a mechanoid specter, its form shrouded in the art of invisibility. It haunted the compound of Area 354 with a silence punctuated by the abrupt cessation of life. When it was finally nullified, the palpable sigh of relief was marred by the memory of those claimed by its ghostly blades. These are but fragments of the ongoing odyssey that is SCP-354, each entity's emergence, a brushstroke on the canvas of eternal vigilance upheld by the Foundation. Noble seekers, let us acknowledge the gravity of their unending toil, a chronicle of unyielding confrontation with the unknown. And thus, noble seekers, our vigil over the enigmatic SCP-354 reaches its current terminus. The day the Earth shuddered and the skies turned a searing white over Area 354 will forever be etched in the annals of the Foundation. The meticulous evacuation, a haunting prelude to calamity, saw the facility's lifelines severed with surgical precision. A convoy, not of refugees, but of operatives with motives as shadowed as the entities they once contained, deserted their posts under an inexplicable compulsion that to this day remains an enigma cloaked in the guise of betrayal. Mobile Task Force Theta 12's valor will be remembered as they approached the perimeters of a stronghold that had transformed into a tomb. Their approach was met with the blinding finality of a detonated on-site warhead, a catastrophic symphony that silenced the lives and secrets of Area 354 in a singular, devastating act. This obliteration did not signal an end, but a dire transformation, a segue into a chilling aftermath. In the wake of this orchestrated apocalypse, the erstwhile guardians of Area 354 turned against their own, Theta 12 meeting their end in a maelstrom of gunfire and chaos. A skirmish that ended as abruptly as it began, with a silence as profound as the darkness that followed. From the desolation, a new bastion rose, the Red Pool containment site. Enshrouded in mystery, its blueprints are a closely guarded secret, its purpose redefined from investigation and mitigation to an impenetrable fortress, standing resolute against the unfathomable abyss of SCP-354. Spearheaded by a leader whose name is known to but a few, the site now stands as a bulwark not only of steel and mortar, but also of psychic resilience against the manipulative forces that we theorize may emanate from the blood pond. This chilling new hypothesis posits that the cataclysmic events were not an act of rebellion, but were induced by the malignant influence of SCP-354 itself, an assault upon the minds of those charged with its containment. As we conclude this chronicle, the Red Pool containment site remains a silent sentinel, a testament to both the tragedy and the unyielding resolve of the SCP Foundation. The narrative of SCP-354 is a testament to the Foundation's undying commitment to securing, containing, and protecting. It stands as a monument to the lost, to the valiant, and to the ceaseless vigil against the darkness that creeps at the edge of our understanding. Our briefing concludes, noble seekers. Our mantra, secure, contain, protect, encompasses realms beyond containment into the archives awaiting declassification. Pursue and safeguard this knowledge. Fear not the classified. Many anomalies await our shared discovery and disclosure. Support our endeavors with a like and subscribe. For those whose thirst for the unknown lingers, further declassified files await your attention. Until next, under the SCP mandate, may your dreams explore the mysteries we've yet to reveal, guided by thy Lorekeeper.